Hello, this is Catherine from Accelerated Reader. Today I will be reading Chapter 4 from Two Worlds, a novel of Friends and Foes from Strange Places, written by Laura T. Lee. Before I begin reading, I would like to give a big thanks to Laura T. Lee for sending me this book to read on my channel. In the description below, I have included links where you may find and purchase this book. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Chapter 4. 2 days later, the main elf city was overrun by little people. The warning came in the form of a bell ringing loudly. The noise jolted Lily out of her bed, and she fell to the floor with a loud thud, groaning. "Lily!" Jake stood at the doorway. "We need you downstairs, now!" Blinking the sleep out of her eyes, Lily grabbed her bag of weapons and rushed out the door, Jake trailing behind. The alarm bell kept ringing, which was becoming really annoying. A crowd of elves surrounded the main city. The intruders shoved their way through, occasionally pausing to use their supply of sleep powder. Lily grabbed a random grenade from her bag, keeping her eyes on the enemy. The first attacker, who emerged from the crowd, hit Tara with a sleep bomb before she could punch him. She collapsed, unconscious. Lily threw the grenade. Zaphoom! Lily instantly knew something was wrong as lightning shot out of the grenade. She watched in fascinated horror as the writhing guy was enveloped in crackling light. The lightning dissipated and the attacker collapsed. The crowd gasped. The rest of the attackers immediately ran back the way they came. Jake ran to the person's side and checked his heartbeat. After a count of 3, he stood up. "The attacker was a dwarf," he said. "By killing this intruder, we have destroyed our peace. A war has begun." Oops. Even though Jake kept saying it wasn't Lily's fault, Lily could tell he was distressed. After Tara regained consciousness, she came to talk to Lily. "Lily," she said, "it's going to be okay. It's not entirely your fault. We should have been more aware. The war can't be stopped. But we've found something that might help." Tara led Lily down several halls to a closed door. She knocked on the door. A woman with blonde hair came out. "Lily, this is Stacy," Tara said. "She works in the control center." "Come in," Stacy said. The control center was a replica of the NASA Space Center. There was just too many computers. The electronics crowded the room, filling the air with beeping sounds. Most of them had elves sitting in chairs, working. Stacy went to the nearest idle computer and plugged in a USB drive. "So," she said, typing furiously, "we are in a war with the dwarves. We have to create a powerful weapon to assist us in the battle. The problem is, we don't have a dwarf with us at the moment to test on, and we need something with the same DNA. The only other beings with similar DNA are..." Stacy spun the computer around to face Lily. She squinted at the picture. "A penguin?" "Exactly," Stacy continued to type. Lily couldn't push away the thought that dwarves were related to penguins. "Your home planet, Earth, has no location that we know of with penguins, and because..." Stacy continued. "Stacy?" "What? What about Antarctica?" Stay tuned for Chapter 5. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.